Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Back's portrayal of Jonathan as a rebel in quest of that elusive perfection which requires him to break traditional barriers is, in fact, the picture of a student in search of a deeper meaning and deeper knowledge. Most gulls don't bother to learn more than the simplest facts of flight: how to get from shore to food and back again. Jonathan Seagull is a restless student who wants to go beyond the fixed limits of his flocks. "Why, John, why?" his mother asked. "Why is it so hard to be like the rest of the flock, John?" But Jonathan is bent on seeking out the extraordinary in the face of tremendous odds. He provides an example of a worthy student who pursues the path of perfection at the risk of losing the material security which would be his were he to accept the ordinary. Jonathan says that for one who has touched excellence in his learning, the ordinary laws that govern the mediocre do not apply. His experiments with high-speed flying are examples of innovation, of constant experimentation, and, above all, of daring initiative. He was flying now straight down at 214 miles per hour. He swallowed, knowing that if his wings unfolded at that speed, he'd be blown into million tiny shreds of seagull. But the speed was power, the speed was joy, and the speed was pure beauty. Throughout this story, the call is of challenge, of adventure, of discovery, of realization. How much more there is now to living. Instead of a drab slogging forth and back to the fishing boats, there's a reason to life. We can lift ourselves out of ignorance. We can find ourselves as creatures of excellence and intelligence and skill. We can be free. We can learn to fly. How valid these thoughts are in the context of our lives. After the ordeal of experimenting on himself, we find Jonathan in a state of total humility. He says to himself, "But I want no honors. I have no wish to be leader. I want only to share what I have found, to show those horizons out ahead for us all." Jonathan continues his progression towards higher and higher realms of perfection, until Jonathan the student is ready to be transformed into Jonathan the teacher. For in spite of his lonely past, Jonathan Seagull was born to be an instructor, and his own way of demonstrating love was to give something of the truth that he had seen to a gull who asked only a chance to see truth for himself. The qualities of love and patience Jonathan imbibed from his own teachers, Sullivan and Chiang, formed the foundation of the teacher in Jonathan. Chiang speaks to his students, guiding and exhorting them never to stop their learning and their practicing, and their striving to understand more of perfect invisible principle of all life.